Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Ben here, and today I'm bringing you another Boom Beach video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about some defense tips. I've never really actually done a video that solely just focuses on defense and talking about defense, because it really hasn't been, defense hasn't been that much of a priority since these last couple updates in Boom Beach. But since it needs to be addressed, and I think it'd be a good time to make this, I'm going to be splitting this mini series up into two parts. First part is going to be from Bentim to kind of talk about like starter level strategies or mid game strategies and why I choose how to build my defense that way. And then the second part, which I'll upload on a different day, will be on my main account, and I'll talk about all the high level attack strategies, the reasons behind why I place defenses and everything like that. And I'm gonna be making a base each time. You guys can rate the base, tell me if you would change it or anything, but I'll just give you my explanations on why I place the buildings like that, what I see, what I think are good options, and everything like that. So basically it's gonna be me building a base from scratch and explaining stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope you guys learned something. Make sure if you'd actually learned something or wanted to add something. But alright, let's get into it. So first off, I'm HQ level 13. I can remove all of the trees on my base. For the longest time on my second account, I didn't even mess with my base, so this is actually the first time actually making a legit base on this account. But if you can remove all the trees, do it, because it's always beneficial to either have a base in the corner or in the back. I'm actually just gonna go kind of mid, the middle of the, let's go we'll say middle of the path, right there. I don't have enough defenses yet to make it the length all the way down, but one thing I really want to talk about is when you guys are building bases, I see this a lot around my level right now, so it's an issue I want to bring up. A lot of people don't really care about where they place these, we'll just call them useless or economy buildings, because they're anything that doesn't kill enemy troops. So a lot of people will either just throw them on the side here, not anywhere near any of their defenses, and basically that's just going to give the enemy player free GBE. And that is not what you want. You do not want the enemy just to get free advantage and free gunboat energy off of buildings that are on the left hand side, and they don't lose any troops for getting those. So always try and work these into your base somehow. Don't just leave them sitting off in a big pile, every single one of them in the corner, behind your base or next to your base or anything like that. You gotta work these into the base. So that's number one, what I see. And number two is, you don't want to have many buildings. If you look right now, every building down here is touching one another, so you can easily get if you throw artillery shots in between all of these, you'll get multiple hits on multiple buildings. It's okay if a defense and a useless building or economy building is touching, because sometimes it has to be that way. But if you can avoid spacing or keeping your bases clumped up like that, maybe try and put spaces in between them. That's what another big tip there. But for my base, I'm actually gonna put the rockets, because some people are scared of rockets, so we're actually gonna put that behind the base, simply because it's gonna force them to use GBE to take it out, and that's good for me. So if they want to attack me, go right ahead. I'm actually gonna just do that, why not? So rocket behind the base, and then I don't really, smoky warriors are not a problem around my medal count that often, because I think you get them at HQ 14, I want to say. So I haven't really encountered too many, but so we're just gonna be focusing on rifleman attacks, heavy Zuka attacks, and everything like that. So I'm actually gonna place a mortar. Let's see, we'll place it right over here, because I still want it in range of the HQ, just in case. And then that's not even, actually we'll do this. We want them close, but we don't want them to be super close. So the reason behind this mortar placement is simply because a lot of times you get sniped with the heavy Zukas. If you don't know what sniped is, it's when there's only a couple Zukas left and they just completely wreck your base. And I don't really want my mortars to be up in the front side of the base, because I want them later on in the raid or the attack. Next up, let's put the machine guns. Are always nice, but mine are really low level, so don't take into account what level mine are. Normally you don't want level machine guns and everything like that. I need to work on getting these more leveled out, so I'm making these choices based on the fact, like, or the assumption that these were all similar levels, but they're not, so whatever. But we're gonna put the flamethrowers, we'll put them near the base, but they're not gonna be touching anything else. So I think we'll do that. So we got the flamethrowers up there, and we do want to kind of protect those a little bit. So we'll put these residents here. Because you can use these buildings for like protection. That's what a lot of people don't do. So we'll do that, and then we'll just put them behind here because we're just trying to limit their free GB that they get too. So the harder it is to get through these, the better. We'll even put these two wood storages all the way in the back as well. Because it's going to be very rare that someone's going to get these. And like I said, basically, just try and not let people like destroy these buildings. So whether that's keeping them near your base or protecting your defenses, like don't just ever leave them for free GBE. Always place them somewhere strategically on your base to protect your defenses, or where they cannot get to them easily. So got those taken care of, and now we have the one of. We got the boom cannon. Let's put that. Feel as though people are gonna try and GBE that sometimes. So we'll put that right in the center of the base. So we get good cover, like really good coverage there. So that's fine. And we got one level 13 sniper tower. I wish I had like 2 of these. We'll put that kind of towards the left and the right hand side because we don't want people like running rampant on the sides of our base, because that's gonna be a problem. Like people picking a side and then they're just gonna like only attack from that side, and it's gonna be really annoying. And I don't know if I'm a little bit off on the placements of like, the spacings between the bases. I do apologize. I will try my best. So we got 3 there, 3 there. So yeah, the reason for the sniper towers though, in case someone tries to like flank from the sides, hopefully they'll be there. That's kind of like the same with the mortars. They'll kind of deter them from going from the sides of my base. That is the hope. And then I do have a level 1 mortar. I wish this was a little bit higher level, but it's not, so we're gonna have to make do with that, and we're gonna put that kind of right by the boom cannon. I definitely need to upgrade that. And then the rest of the sniper towers, we're actually gonna put 2 up in here. We'll put 1 right there, and the level 3 up here as well. Now the reason for this, it's kind of the same like thing as earlier with what I was talking about with the mortar. So it's less chance of getting sniped late in the attack, and then also because people probably gonna try and get up in there. So good placement up there, and then we're gonna place these cannons. Cannons overall just good defense. I mean, there's not too much bad about them. They stop tanks in their tracks. There we go, space that out. They stop tanks in their track, annihilate the heavies, and yeah, all is good in the land when the heavies go down. So we're actually going to, I think, place some more over here. Just add that extra, like, another big thing that I'm key on is like, if you could throw down a shock and shock like 5 buildings at once, I don't really like that. So we'll make it tough on them. We'll move these sniper towers 1 out so they can't like get 4 with 1 shock. And then we'll move these cannons up 1. I do need to upgrade the cannons. But mainly, cannons are going over here in case they want to flank from the side. Again, we're scared about that. We'll leave that rock there because why not? So now that that is out of the way, let's place some more storages up here. Simply to make them get harder, like really hard to get at. They really want to flare all the way up here, because I have to keep in mind, or you have to keep in mind, a lot of people, like around this level, flares do not last forever. So it's actually kind of hard to get up here with like really good, because they don't have smokes and they don't have flares, so they're gonna be getting pelted by my sniper towers, and then it's gonna cost them a lot of flares to get up here. So just on the off chance someone does try to go up there, that's why we got these sniper towers and the mortars on the side. But now we gotta focus more on like practical attacks where they would attack me from the front. But hold on, we want to get rid of these storages too. Let's put them like that. We're not giving any free GBE here, man. That is the goal. And then we have what? These are 2 iron storages and 3 of these, so we're gonna be low. So we're just trying to make doubles of things, because I know some of you OCD people love those not strategic, but same level layout or same layout bases. So we have, like, these are up here just so the enemy team, or I keep saying enemy team, the enemy player cannot get them. But we're also, keep in mind, we're keeping the good spaces on like our own defenses, because we don't really care if they're like touching like useless buildings, like I stated earlier. So that's the reason for that. Keeping it good, you're keeping it spaced, and then all that we really have left is 1 sniper tower, the mines, which are really crucial, and like basically more useless buildings to get rid of. So we're actually going to, my machine guns, I kind of left them out of the picture, so we're gonna change that up a little bit. We'll put the cannon up towards the front more. And the reason for this, I have machine guns to worry about too. Kind of forgot about them. That doesn't look symmetrical, is it? That is, okay. So we got a level 5 machine gun. Let's like place that one right there. If they throw on a shock, they can get like 5 of these. We're gonna have to leave it like that, even though I'm going against my word. So we'll put the machine guns there simply because it can guard the HQ if needed, and then like it's pretty wide open if I left them there. So there we go, dropping those. Where's my other thingy? Here it is. Gotta move it over 1, getting those protected. And now we have a couple more machine guns. 1 sniper tower. We'll put the sniper tower down here. Put our vault in front of it. Oops. The vault in front of it for protection. And then we can put the gold storages there, because like they're gonna have to kill something to get those gold storages. And we do have 2 machine guns left. Let's play some similar. Oh, that's pretty good right there. These are level 1, so they're not gonna be doing much, but on the off chance I upgrade them, we'll be good. A lot of chat going down. Okay, so that's all done. Mainly the big portions of the base are completed. And now that we have like a couple defenses left, let's put our 2 iron storages. We'll put 1 over in here, 1 over in here. So I'm staying true to my guns though, like getting those economy buildings or useless buildings towards the base so they cannot be stolen for free GBE. That's a big portion. And the base is spread out enough that like you can't really easily artillery shot or barrage it. So because shocks do get pretty expensive later in the attack. So we have these 2 like similar size, oh, they are the same size bases. So let's put 1. Let's put 1 over here. Whoops. And then 1 over here just to protect those sniper towers a little bit. And then our statues, we might as well. We have some good statues for being a level 32, not gonna lie. Move those down here. So with statues, you can be pretty tricky. You can hide mines and everything. So, and if you get lazy on your attacks, like sometimes how I get lazy, where I don't really watch mines, because this is like the 3rd big point. Try and like hide your mines in like strategic places. So with that being said, I'm actually gonna change this up. I'm actually gonna switch these 2, so I can hide a mine behind that radar. So, because a lot of people like myself sometimes do not scout bases before attacks. They don't really look for the mines. So if you can hide them in unexpected places, it's really good. It's kind of hard with my base because you can normally hide mines behind a sniper tower. Like you can put one like probably right behind there if it was more upgraded. I'll show you what I mean. Like behind there, it's not the best, but the higher you get your sniper tower upgrading, the less you can see the mine. So like right there. Yeah, if you quick glance, you probably aren't going to see that, but of course I just placed it so you can see it right now, but then we're actually going to put one up in here. You can see you can barely, if I put it right behind there, you won't even be able to see it. So there you go. So once you get level 13 sniper towers or whatever, when they start looking like that, you can completely hide them. And you can also be tricky, because a lot of people don't look behind the statues. Is it better that way? Whoops, clicking everywhere. Yeah, like mines are annoying, especially if you're like warrior rushing or something and you don't expect these mines to be here. Oh, it can be deadly. But I guess I can't place that one there. So we're gonna have to move the mine a little bit older. It's not really hidden, but whatever. And then we'll place the boom mines. Where do we want to place them? Where can we hide one good? Oh, we can't really hide anything that great. If I had my stuff higher upgraded, it's a lot easier when your base is more upgraded to hide the mines, but if you have a base that can be... I'll talk about more of my high level stuff. You can see better spots to hide them. So we're actually... That'll be in part 2 of the video, but we're doing alright now. Getting this base done. It's taken quite a while though. We're just gonna place these in spots that I think that players will go a lot, I guess. Is that right? It is. Excuse me. Over here. Yeah, I think players will run that way with like... I don't know if they'll attack me head on a lot, but we'll deter them a little bit. And then it's gonna be... I think a lot of people are gonna come from the side of the base. So we're gonna want to deter them with the mines over here. Basically, you can use mines to dictate where they potentially drop their troops. So we're actually gonna place like a couple mines like that. So we really do not want them going from that side or this side. It's hiding itself behind that little build time. So there we go. And that leaves us over after I place like 2 more. Leaves us with a couple of mines. I don't know if those are exactly strategic, but that's alright. And then Zoe's going crazy, but whatever. So we're gonna be placing some more in the middle of the base, and then we'll place some more late in the attack. I think someone's home. I think that's why she's going for crazy, but good thing the video is almost done. So then we'll place one more right there. That's gonna be the clutch mine. So basically, there is the base. Center off these for those of you that are, and there you go. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned a little bit about my choices and everything like that. I can explain it a little bit better too. Now that it's complete, I'll explain it, I guess. So, final phase. A lot of rifleman Zuka. I'm expecting to see a lot of heavy Zuka and everything like that. So we got our cannons like placed for that, to kind of like spread out, and in case they do decide to go up from here, just kill them off. And then the heavies, the only way the heavies will be out of range of these cannons, say late game, they don't attack these, will be like if they go right in the middle of my base, but that's where we have the boom cannon there. And then the rifleman Zuka, the machine guns would rip through the riflemen's, and the sniper towers will kill them off pretty quickly too. And the mortars protect against the Zukas if they somehow late game try to get sniper there. And then the machine gun, or the rocket launcher of course, is really hard to get to. So they're gonna get hit by that pretty much anywhere they go on my base, except for down low at the start. So if they don't take care of that, it's a problem. Then we have these mines to protect the left side and the right hand side. But let me know if there's anything you'd really change about the base. The main things are not giving that free GBE to the enemy, I was gonna say enemy team again, the opponent. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope you guys learned something. Make sure to like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more Boom Beach videos if you're not ready. Hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys later.